Hello and welcome to another edition of Debatable here on godsgeek.com. My name is Colm and I suppose, I got a dress. I was gone for a bit and now I'm back and so was Debatable, and I mean that's kind of the end of the story. It's not really that elaborate, so cool, yeah. Until Dawn, it's great. What are you doing? Don't go up the stairs. That's sure to end in death, you absolute moron. No, don't go in the kitchen. The killer's in there. What are you trying to do? Having sex the whole time? Can your youthful libidos not take a break for 5 minutes? The 90s had a lot of moments just like this, where a gaggle of young adults would enter cinemas up and down the country to watch Jennifer Love Hewitt avoid a fish hook to the eye in I Know What You Did Last Summer, and pray Sydney could cheat death from one of her mental friends in Scream. You're a passive viewer though, you've no control over what's happening right in front of you, as Elijah Wood is trying to figure out why his secondary school is under some sort of invasion of the body snatchers thing. You've never seen The Faculty? Oh, come on, man, get on The Faculty, it's great. Supermassive Games' back catalogue isn't glowing. It contains DLC for Little Big Planet, some Doctor Who game, some move shit, nothing to write home about. However, in 2012, it was revealed that the studio was working on something a little bit different. At Gamescom, Until Dawn was revealed to be a sort of David Cage like teen slasher flick come game type deal, where you would use the ill-fated Move controller. What you do in the real world happens in the game world, was a direct quote during the unveiling. Of course, a lot can happen in 3 years, and Until Dawn made the jump to the PS3 successor, with motion controls being optional rather than mandatory. One thing that did remain the same was the element of choice that was being touted up on stage. It's effectively your story to unfold as you see fit. You have a couple of sexy teens and you must either keep them alive or watch them die until dawn. Time-wise, the events occur, everything is at night and it happens until dawn, but the name of the game is also Until Dawn. It's quite clever, actually. The very same year Until Dawn was revealed, Telltale Games cleaned up with Gotti of the Year awards. It was a critical and commercial success for The Walking Dead. Prior to Lee and Clem's heartfelt story about zombies, the studio was just there, really. Things like Sam & Max and Back to the Future were fun, but their take on Robert Kirkman's Ode to the Undead was what propelled them to superstardom within the games industry. After every single episode, there were long-form conversations happening everywhere, from social media to the local boozer. Did you cut off so-and-so's leg? Did you go in for the kiss with that person there? How did David De Gea's transfer to Real Madrid fall through? It was refreshing as everyone's story was different and we were all comparing notes at the end of each episode. The thing is, that was merely an illusion. What made this really apparent was the moment you were given the choice to save a character's life. There are 2 characters in front of you, both in peril, and you can choose to save one of them from breathing their last breath. Doesn't matter a tuppenny feck which one you save though, because whichever one it is dies 2 episodes later. As the writing was so strong, some overlooked this, but with the series' 2nd season, people weren't quite as forgiving. Look, the sequel was alright, but The Wolf Among Us was really good, and Tales from the Borderlands has been excellent, bar the last episode, which was a little bit. But still, when I cast my mind back to that very first season, I can't help but feel like an absolute idiot for putting so much stock in these decisions that eventually turned out to be pointless. At the very beginning of Until Dawn, you're told about the butterfly effect, and thankfully not subjected to Ashton Kutcher's face peddling you some pizza. Instead, there's a message on screen that informs you are the master of these simpletons' destiny. There are 8 beautiful, terribly annoying, but highly attractive young teens that can either not last the night or live long enough to buy Taylor Swift's next album on iTunes. One of the main points I want to applaud Supermassive on is that they tell you everything you need to know. But when tensions are running high and you have a time-sensitive decision to make, it's very easy for you to actually make these 30-year-old teenagers look like absolute dopes and run straight into a situation that could lead to their downfall. very like those teen slasher films we grew up watching. You're told how to deal with the big baddie that threatens your life and your friends, but I won't go into that because of spoilers and yeah, it's very new and no. And kind of more interestingly actually, you're told that you have the option to do nothing when presented with a choice. However, unlike The Walking Dead, where the fourth option is always an ellipsis to insinuate silence from the main character, doing nothing literally means doing nothing. Don't press any buttons, put down the controller, boil the kettle for a cup of tea, go outside for a fag. Don't do anything. Sometimes that's the best option. Video games are always trying to be films. While that's fine a lot of the time, and I am a bastard for a big blockbuster with jaw-dropping cinematics, Until Dawn marries the best parts from both mediums in the way that few others recently have. Along with great sound design, hammed up to the right amount performances from the cast, and facial animation, which delivers on the promise of L.A. Noir's good, but weird because eyes are absolutely dead inside, glazed over, weird faces look alright, but the eyes are just very, very strange. L.A. Noir, I mean, come on, not as good as everyone makes out, don't know why everyone loves it, but hey, Until Dawn is a game. And the thing that this entertainment vehicle has over the silver screen is that you can do things like allow the player to choose their own adventure. If you can make those decisions have weight, great! It's not perfect by any means. The last couple of chapters is where things get a little bit ropey and those relationship meters in the pause screen are never really explained as such. But Until Dawn is one of the few recent PS4 exclusives that makes me excited. Its slasher jump scares and dickish Sweet Valley High characters, along with input from the player that genuinely matters, is that Until Dawn is a game that you need to play. And there you have it, the return of Debatable. How very exciting, isn't it? Very exciting. But look, if you have differing opinions or the same opinions on Until Dawn, please let me and God is a Geek know in the comments below. Because look, everything you've just watched, and will watch in the future, it's just my opinion and my opinion alone. And as always, dear friends, it's debatable.
Ed Benson is watching it on.
Oh! Jesus Christ!
Fucking hell! What? You got your children?
We're freezing our buns off out here.
Wait a minute, Lee is back as well! What are you doing watching this when you could be watching Reasons to be Cheerful?